What's up, Sagittarius? Welcome to your June 2019 reading. This is going to be perfect for you, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this does not resonate with you, please check out your other signs. Okay. Let's get into this. Okay, Sagittarius. So June, or really beginning of June, because I'll do another reading before the month is out. But you guys are definitely going in new directions. There's new paths. There's new things that you guys are realizing. There's new personal awareness. There's so much transformation going on right now. It's a really big time for you guys. You have the Moon, Justice, Devil, Temperance card. And as your spirit animal card, you actually have the Bear. Now, the bear is like all about waking from that spiritual slumber, right? This is about, think of bears when they hibernate. It's about waking up to certain things and then now having to put action forward, right? It always represents a person that's on the cusp of new change. Personal development. It's like a yearning to grow. So it's really good energy, but I'm not going to lie, in the beginning, it can be very tricky. You know what I mean? It requires letting go of things that don't serve us. It requires really unpacking some things, getting very clear, because that's the way that we best manifest things, is when we're very clear. Otherwise, you get something kind of, sort of like it instead of the thing, right? So the bear energy, again, it's a little bit of that rough energy at first for many people, but it just means that you're basically on to new things. You're awakening to new things. You're transforming on a personal note. So it's actually a really good energy. And if it were stress, it's the good kind of stress. Now, you guys are here with the Nine of Swords. I feel like that really goes with it. A lot of you guys are probably not sleeping well, a lot on your mind. We are in Gemini season. That's air energy and Geminis. My God, that's they're ruled by Mercury. All about communication, all about, cognitive thought process almost. It's like it's a very mentally active month. So a lot of you guys seem to have a lot on your mind, and I feel like it just comes from a place of recognizing that there's a lot of changes going on around you, and there's that little bit of fear and that little bit of angst, but it's actually going to be okay. And at the end of the month, you actually have that Temperance card, or actually towards the middle. So I feel like you guys are going to be coming into feeling a lot more like yourself if you've been a little bit out of the loop. Part of the thing is, I feel like you guys have a lot of options ahead of you, and it's been tough trying to narrow down exactly what it is you want to do, what it is that's possible, what is an illusion. It's a tricky thing. Yeah. It's tricky, and that could be with your career, your love, whatever. But it's a tricky energy, and it's been on the mind, and so it definitely is a thing. Now, with the Empowering Questions card, you guys got, what are my most important values? How are they reflected in my life and in my daily decisions? And going back to all the transformation and things that are changing, right? The things that are on your mind coming out of that spiritual awakening kind of energy, it's going to, again, be very important that you guys are being very clear with what it is that you want, right? What it is that is most important to you in terms of values. What are your non-negotiables, right? So yeah, just keep that in mind this month if you're feeling a little stuck. Now, you guys got the Moon card with Justice, with the Devil. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All three major arcana. That's Pisces energy, or Cancer, could be Scorpio, any water energy. Justice is Libra energy. Devil is Capricorn energy. But of course, these don't have to be tied to a person. It feels like you guys are in the dark about something, or something wasn't very clear to you. Now, this can have to do with like your personal relationships. This could have to do with work. It feels like it's something that's really emotional, since it is the Moon card. I feel like you guys are going to be getting some clarity if you haven't already. Come around full moon time. Actually, full moon, this next full moon, June 17th, is in your sign. So be prepared for it. I think you guys are going to feel it. You got King of Wands clarifying that. It feels like it's more of a work situation. If you guys have been in the dark about something, or say, there's some opportunities that have come up, maybe you've interviewed for it, by then you'll get your answer type thing. Um, it has to do with promotion, right? Any of that. It feels like, but it feels like it's big enough to where it's really going to shift your career, right? Because it's the moon and the King of Wands. King of Wands energy is all about that energy of, he's an entrepreneur. He's about his business. He does everything he does with passion. And you know what's interesting? You guys got moonlighting as your card, your oracle card, which we'll get into a little bit later. But I did want to say moonlighting is all about, especially for those of you who have, like, let's say you have a job and you have, a passion that you guys have been doing on the side. You've been trying to find the time to do both. This is a really good time for you to be doing that part-time, because it's basically indicating that with, consistency and, some hard little work going on, that you could be basically going into your dream career, and that could be supporting you coming up. So that's really good energy. I feel like whatever this is, it feels like it's good news. It feels like it's news that's going to progress you forward in your work career. And then you have it sitting right next to the Justice card. So yeah, it just feels like things are actually lining up and balancing out. Now, with the Justice card being next to the Moon card, and the Moon being about secrets or things being kept hidden, and the Justice having the Sword of Truth, it could have to do with something coming out in terms of like a secret, right? Also, this Justice card, there is a veil behind the two pillars, so we don't actually know what's behind there. So it could be that there's a secret coming out. Four of Pentacles, again, it could be work related. It could be money related. It could have something to do with, like, if someone owes you money. Definitely money related. Or just something you value very much. But this feels like it's a lot of work things going on. But I feel like you're getting justice in the situation. I feel like everything's working out for the best. Really watch your funds at this time, because I do feel like a lot of you guys are going through a different transition. It may require like some type of a move or something in the future. So just make sure that you are being mindful of the ways that you're spending your money at this moment. Now, next you guys got the Devil card, which of course concerned me a little bit. The Devil card is about what has power over us, right? It's not necessarily, in a lot of cases, it's toxic energy. But like, let's say if this were a love situation, this could be something that is, really like sexually charged. It doesn't always have to be bad, but ooh, this feels like it's love. So you got King of Cups and Nine of Cups clarifying this. High Priestess, Three of Cups. You guys could have been dealing with a water sign or someone with water in their chart, but it feels like really this is like some of you guys were dealing with someone who you're finding some things out about. Or this person might in some ways just be emotionally manipulative. And I don't know if they are on purpose. All these people, of course, this is general, but I almost feel like this person is just selfish. It just feels like they're selfish, really. And they do kind of like the self-pity thing. But it feels like you might be needing to release that. Whatever this thing is, this is something that you feel very heartfelt about, but nothing is moving. Yeah, this is something that you want Ten of Cups or Ten of Pentacles with. You know what? For some of you, this feels really like if you want this, because this feels like this King of Cups, Nine of Cups, Ten of Pentacles is more like, showing you what it is you want, but it's like, look how the devil's kind of, the way I had it was like this, like the devil's kind of looking over things. It just looks like there's something you guys need to release if this is what you really want. I feel like this is available to you, but then with the Eight of Swords coming up next, it feels like there's something that's stuck in some type of way, and stuck in a way that can be released from, right? Because the Eight of Swords is that stuck energy that can, you can wiggle your way out of it. You're not actually stuck. You're just stuck mentally. And again, that can be pertaining to this Nine of Swords. Again, if this is about career that you guys are interested in or money matters, I feel like everything on that front is really good. Again, I just feel like some of you guys need to be watching your money, especially if you're doing side projects, especially if you're coming up against like some type of a raise or opportunities that could require like a move or you just needing to have money for a certain reason. But in terms of love, it feels like some of you guys, you know, you're dreaming of the King of Cups energy, right? That very emotionally intelligent, sweet, mindful, kind, just loving person. You're looking for that legacy, that Ten of Pentacles. You want to build that with someone. But number one, I feel like there's an emphasis on needing to love yourself first and just kind of be with yourself first to get very, very clear. Again, there needs to be clarity for you guys in certain things. But also you guys need to drop something or someone. This could be an ex person that you have on your mind. This could be, a bad habit. This could be, fucked up behavior. I don't know, but it feels like you guys want a connection with someone, but it feels like there needs to be something that's dropped. And maybe that has to do with going on this new journey, right? You guys going into this new space where you're kind of going about things differently. Maybe it requires you to drop certain shit that you did in the past. Now, Eight of Swords is clarified by Three of Wands. Three of Wands is all about waiting for something. It kind of indicates that something was planned out. We know that something is coming, or we at least expect something to be coming. And we're just waiting. But that clarifying the Eight of Swords, it feels like you guys were waiting on something or somebody. It's swords, so it can be air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And I just feel like, no, because that's what's holding you back. That's what's holding you up. Again, the Ten of Pentacles is here again. So Ten of Pentacles, there's a really big emphasis on legacy, money, family, happiness, overall comfortability, like value, you know what I mean? Like the ultimate. There's a need for this, but I feel like you guys are holding yourself back in some type of way. And it can be a person, can be a way of thinking, it can be something. There's something that's putting a chink in your chain. You know what I mean? Okay, with this Ten of Pentacles, that's in your hopes and fears. Of course, again, I think that's what you're wanting, but on the flip side, we've got Five of Pentacles that's clarifying it. There is this emptiness, right? And we talked about this last time because it felt like a lot of you guys were longing for somebody or just a connection or some type of thing, right? But I feel like you guys have to let go of this, whatever it is, because I don't feel like it's really going anywhere. At least it's not right now, honey. Time is moving on. You know what I'm saying? So you guys got to get out of this space of feeling Five of Pentacles-y, which is basically just broke. And I'm not saying necessarily in terms of money, just broke down, just like emotionally, spiritually, whatever. You know what I mean? Onto new things. You know what I mean? So with that Temperance card, I love to see this because this is your energy. I feel like you guys are going, what? You know what? I just love how things work out. Temperance clarified by Andre, 3 stacks, 10. I love this. Big message. You guys are going to be flowing and feeling like yourself soon if you've been a little bit out of it, if you've been a little bit in this swordsy stuck place, right? Waiting for something that doesn't seem to be falling through. I just think it is important, though, that you guys need to really focus and get clarity on what it is that you want, right? What are my most important values, right? Make it simple, make it plain, put it out there. And you guys just kind of got to drop some old ideas or some old habits or some old toxic behaviors or some old toxic people. And that doesn't mean they're bad people, but they could be toxic for you. I know good people, like they're good people, but they're toxic for me in certain ways. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's fine. Temperance coming up here. That is, you guys are being divinely guided. Everything is working out the way it should. This is a really good time for you guys in terms of learning about the flow of things and, and patience. And that's what's really necessary here. Patience with yourself, patience with just, the divine timing of things. Everything's working out. Again, you've got the Queen of Pentacles as an additional message along with the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands, I feel like it's time some of y'all might need to get out there a little bit more, right? I feel like again, work is going good, but you might, it's like it's time to be summertime fine and kind of be out there and not to necessarily try to catch something, but just to have a good time with your people and feel the vibes. You know what I mean? I think that's important because you guys have been working really hard. And some of you guys might be finding yourself sad over this disappointment of having to walk away from something. But Ace of Pentacles, new opportunity is on its way. Things are only going to get better and go up from here, okay? So, yeah. Now, you guys got the Moonlighting card again, remember? So it says you can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. Yes, that's really, really good. Love that. So again, right now it's just a time of putting in the work and a little bit of multitasking. But if you guys, again, with that consistency and clarity on what it is that you want to do, which direction you guys are going, I feel like you guys have a lot of opportunities coming up. Okay. And then in terms of love, we got playfulness. So it says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit and of fun to shine. So again, it looks like some of you guys might be needing to walk away from a certain situation or might be finally walking away from a certain situation emotionally. So at this time, it'd be good to just, get out there and just mingle. And again, not to necessarily catch something, but just to feel connected, you know what I mean? And just to have a good time and enjoy the vibes and the weather, and your friends and yourself, and think nothing of it. Just have a good time. Okay? So I love you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye, Sag.